Hi, kindergartners. Welcome to another day of reading. Today, for reading, we are going to accomplish pages 4 and 5. Looks like these two. And later, if you would like, you can watch along to the Super Smart. We have a Super Smart today that'll be in a separate video. But for now, you can grab your ALF booklet and open it up to pages 4 and 5. We're going to work on these today. So for page 4, you're going to see Alf in 4 different adventures. Remember, adventure starts with adventure. And we're going to talk about the things that are at the bottom. Each of these 3 items are something that he's going to see or use on his adventure. And if it is something that he's going to use on the adventure, we're going to draw a line from Alf to that item. So let's take a look at the first Alf. The first Alf, what does he look like he's dressed as? What does he look like he's ready to do? Yeah, he looks like an astronaut. Remember, astronaut starts with A. And there are 2 items that Alf will see or use on his outer space adventure as an astronaut. Let's look at the first one. What does this look like to you? The first item here. Yeah, it's a sun, moon, it's a moon and stars. Yeah. Will he see that on an outer space adventure? Yeah, he would, right? So what I want you to do is take your pencil and put your pencil on the dot by Alf and connect it to the dot by the sun, moon, and stars. And that's the first item that he's going to use. So go ahead and draw that line. What about this middle one, the kangaroo? Will he see a kangaroo out in outer space? No, he won't see that in outer space. So we're not going to draw a line from Alf to the kangaroo. But how about the last one? What does this look like? Yeah, it's like a spaceship. Will he use a spaceship for his outer space adventure? Yeah, he will. So take your pencil and connect that dot from Alf to the rocket, the dot by the rocket. And those are the 2 items that he's going to use on his outer space adventure. Let's take a look at the next one. What does he look like he's going to do here? What is Alf going to do there? Yeah, he has some kind of like safari hat on. He might be going in Africa, like we talked about in his song, on a safari in Africa, maybe? Because you can see some animals down here. Let's take a look at the animals and see which ones he would see there. Would he see a giraffe in Africa on a safari adventure? Yeah, he might. Yeah, you could see a giraffe on a safari. So go ahead and take your pencil, connect the dot by Alf to the dot by the giraffe. Go ahead and connect those 2 dots. What about the picture in the middle by the safari Alf? What's that picture of? Yeah, a little goldfish in a fish tank. Would he see those on a safari adventure? No, probably not. Probably not. No fish tanks. But what about the last one? What animal is this? Yeah, this is a zebra. A zebra. Would you see a zebra on a Africa safari adventure? Yeah, you could see a zebra there. So go ahead and connect that dot from Alf to the zebra. Just like that. Let's look at the next Alf. What's this Alf doing? Can you tell by what he's wearing? Yeah, you could tell that he's underwater because he's got some bubbles and a face mask on and some goggles. Yeah, he's underwater. So let's look at his underwater adventure. Would he see an octopus on an underwater adventure? Yeah, you could see an octopus on an underwater adventure. Remember Octopus from Oswald's Adventures? Go ahead and connect the dot from Alf to the octopus. What about that picture in the middle? Would he see a tree in an underwater adventure? Probably not. No trees underwater, right? No. What about the anchor? Would you see an anchor maybe underwater? Yeah, you could see an anchor underwater because anchors are the tools that they use to hold down ships so they don't float away. So go ahead and draw a line from Alf to the anchor. All right, last adventure that we get to look at. What is Alf doing here? Look at what he's dressed as. Yeah, he's dressed for like the winter, right? Some kind of Antarctica adventure. Let's take a look at these items to see if he would see them in some kind of snowy outdoor adventure. Would he see a polar bear for an Antarctic adventure? Yeah, you do see polar bears in Antarctica, don't you? So go ahead and draw a line from Alf to the polar bear. What about alligators? Do alligators live where it's really cold? Would he see one of those there? No, probably not. Yeah, because alligators live where it's really warm. What about an igloo? Would you see an igloo and an outdoor icy adventure? Yeah, you probably would. An igloo is a house made out of ice, isn't it? Yeah. So go ahead and draw a line from Alf to the igloo, just like that. And you'll notice, kindergartners, that we just made the same shape with all of his adventures. We started at the top and we slanted down to the left and then we slanted down to the right. This was on purpose so that you could start to see the beginning of the capital A. When you make a capital A, you start at the top, just like we did for each one of these, and you slant down to the left, and then you slant down to the right, just like that. So far, all of our capital letters have been round shapes, right? Remember on Monday when we did our handwriting practice? All of those capital letters start with a very round shape, right? For G, you go all the way around. For C, you go all the way around. And for O, you really go all the way around, right? But for A, you make 2 lines to start. So you can move on to page 5 with me. Go ahead and trace the first line of A's. What you're going to do is start at the very top, slant down to the right, or slant down to the left, slant down to the right, and then you cross on vanilla on your yellow line, your yellow vanilla line. You don't cross above or below, you cross right on that line. So go ahead and do those 5 on your own, and I'll trace up here too. Make sure you touch all the way up to strawberry and then touch all the way down to those chocolate lines when you slant down. When you're done with that top line, I want you to watch me do a couple and tell me, I want you to use your teacher eyes and tell me how I do on my A's, okay? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if it's good or a thumbs down if it's bad, okay? Thumbs up for good, thumbs down for bad, okay? How about this one? How am I going to do on this one? Was that okay? Yeah, pretty okay, right? I touched strawberry all the way down to chocolate on both sides, and I crossed on vanilla as best as I could. How about this one, okay? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. How about this one? Is that okay? Yeah, I kind of went above strawberry that time, didn't I? Make sure you touch strawberry and then bring it down, right? How about, how am I going to do on this one? How did I do? Yeah, I didn't really cross. That one is a thumbs down. I didn't really cross on vanilla. I did above there, and I kind of went past my slanted lines. Let's do one more. One more teacher eyes. Tell me how I do. How's that? What's wrong with that one? Thumbs down, right? I went below chocolate on that one, but you want to make sure your slanted lines are the same length, and then you cross right on vanilla. Okay? Thanks for correcting me and using your teacher eyes to see what I did wrong there. So go ahead, but you don't make any A's like this. I want you to finish tracing your A's, your capital A's, crossing right on vanilla and making your own, each where there's a chocolate chip, right? Making your capital A all the way through with where they start you. And when you are finished with that, I would like you to take a picture have your grown up take a picture of page 4 and page 5 when you're done tracing all the A's. And then, if you would like to, you can watch the second video for today, the Super Smart, where it's a really fun video. We talk about camping. It's a fun story about camping. So go ahead and upload those 2 pictures when you're finished with your A's, and then take a look at the Super Smart if you would like to.